Hello, welcome or welcome back. My name is Tokozile Eunice Mashaula, and today I just want us to have a bit of Bible study before we start our work. So, I will be starting a six-part series where we will be talking about how to create our perfect professions. And I just wanted to lay a foundation when it comes to that, okay? Because I believe so much in God, and I believe that everything starts with Him and ends with Him. So I want the professions that I'll be talking to also understand that, not in a way of changing their beliefs or forcing them to believe what I believe or anything like that, but to let them know that whatever I do, whatever I teach as a coach, stems from this truth. Okay, that's what I want to lay as a foundation, that whatever I do, the things that I teach, they stem from me spending time with the creator of everything, and how I run my business, how I'm building my career, how I'm creating that perfect profession. It stems from me spending quiet time with God and embracing the mindset of Jesus and allowing the Holy Spirit to lead me in the work I do, in how I live my life. So I want to lay that foundation. So today I will be reading a few scriptures. I will be starting with Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. And it says, "In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth." So I'll be stopping there with Genesis. And we will be going over to John chapter 1. So with John chapter 1, we'll be reading um, a couple of verses there, starting from verse 1. It says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by Him, and without Him was not a thing made that was made. In Him was life, and the life was the light of men. Sorry. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of men, even to them that believe in his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth." That's John chapter 1 from verse 1 to verse 14. I skipped a couple of verses, so if you noticed that, yeah, that was on purpose. So what I want us to focus on is in the beginning. Those three words, in the beginning. So I'm just going to share just a few words with you. Okay, I'm not going to be lengthy. So, in the beginning, God. That's what Genesis chapter 1 says. In the beginning, God. And in John chapter 1, it says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So I want us to understand that in the beginning of everything, there's God. So in the beginning of life, in the beginning of our day, in the beginning of our work, in the beginning of everything, there's God. Okay? And he says, in Genesis, it says, in the beginning, God created. So he created the heaven and the earth. He created the universe and the planets. So we are also, like, what we need to do is to start everything with him. Start everything with him. And say that's the first thing. Now the second thing is to create in our lives, to create in our day, to create in our work, to create in everything. We need to create with the word which is the Son of God, the begotten Son of God. So we need to create, like, think and say and create life and light in our lives, work, our day, and in every area of our life. Now, the third thing is to receive, because it says here, those who received him, he gave power to become sons of God, and those who believed his name. Okay, so that's the third thing, to believe and to receive him. Yeah, that's the third thing, to receive him and to believe in his name. Okay, so when we do this, then we become sons of God. It means we become who God has created us to be. We become what he has spoken in our lives before the foundation of earth. Okay, so I want us to become what he says we are in our lives, in our day, in our work, and in everything. And the fourth thing is to behold his glory. Because as we behold him, we become filled with him. We become filled with his nature and with his spirit. Okay? So I want us to behold him in our lives, like to look to him in our lives, in our days, in our work, and in everything, and to be filled by his spirit in our lives, in our work, in our day, in everything. Okay, so I want us to allow that to be our foundation, to allow that to affect our personal life and our professional life. Because that's, I mean, that's where things happen, when we have this foundation of in the beginning God, in the beginning the Word, which is who is the begotten Son of Man. In the beginning, the power of the Holy Spirit. So, with that, I like to say thank you for joining me, and thank you for sharing this Bible study with me. And I hope that your day and your work day, rather, be productive and be filled with God's grace and God's life and light and truth. Enjoy your day. Stay blessed. Bye.
Growing in life stronger, deeper and grounded in your word. I am more livelier. I'm flying high, reaching dreams.